Hello everyone, welcome back to another big build comp on the Manacube server. Build comp overview, sorry. Where the theme was spring. And yeah, let's just hop straight into it. Starting off, we have Shvy, who made this amazing little, I really don't know what to call this kind of terrain. Canyon? Yeah, I guess actually a canyon is probably the most appropriate way to call it. Very lush canyon. Or ravine. I guess it could be a ravine as well. Either way, it's a very lush area with lots of lips and whatnot in it. The reason the terrain gets me off guard is I've never seen any terrain like this in real life, at least not as lush as this. But yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything inside the buildings, no. They are just hollow buildings on the inside. So, yeah. Anyway, next up we have Dragonflame77, who, by the looks of it, didn't end up building anything, unfortunately. Anyway, next we have Chibov, who made this lovely little cherry blossom forest. The variety of trees always confuses me, but I'm gonna say it's a cherry blossom forest just because cherry blossom trees seem to be the predominant tree. Although then again, these pine tree, evergreen trees seem to be pretty common in it. There is a lot here. A sword and stone. Yeah, obviously that's armor stand magic. I can see the armor stands in Spectator. You wouldn't be able to see them normally. So just pretend it's not there. We have a little coat rack thing holding a coat and a hat and some shoes nearby. We have some nice seating around a table, some beds, and a hot spring. We've got rivers, we've got gardens. We have a house that doesn't I see that I stand corrected. There is a thing here. Yoda stuck here for years, I am. Is there something in this one? Stuck here for years, I am. Okay. I think that's everything in this plot. I mean, I guess there's also this nice well. Yeah. Anyway, next up we have ShiftyWhifty, who... Oh, there's an actual sign here. Oh, they were gonna make ruins. I see, and I mean, this kind of it has more of a world map feel of like there is like ash and ruins in those areas. I think. Yeah, though I'm pretty sure they actually may have intended to, you know, actually build more than they got to. Yeah. Time runs out eventually with these build comps. Or maybe they were going for a world map. If so, they did a pretty good job. Anyway, next up we have my build. Which, oh boy, there's a lot here to process. First and foremost, the first thing I actually made before anything else was a big rusty spring. And even though it does not fit my build at all, I kept it in. Also, I then took the spring out. I had to bring it back in later after I built the tree. Which, if it wasn't obvious, I used a lot of world edit to make this tree. Also, there is a... why can I not remember the name of the bird right now? Blue jay. Or at least my attempt at making a blue jay. And their nest of eggs. I will admit this tree is not my best. However, that is mainly because I built a tree that is way too big for this plot. If you'll notice, this tree is massive. And for it to have actually looked natural, the branches would have needed to reach way out. Probably around about there at least. So yeah. It doesn't look that good, but that's mainly because I bit off way more than I could chew. I mean, it does kind of look good if you ignore the, you know, top of it. Anyway, we have some, vines with flowers. I don't remember. I based them off of a real, plant I've seen in real life. I just can't remember the name of the plant. We also, of course, have the map, which I believe is updated properly. So, spoilers ahead for there. And there's my wall of people. Yeah, we also have a couple dandelion variations. Trying to get the full range of dandelions, and a bunch of butterflies. But also, I have some old rusted robot remains scattered about to try to signify an old war that happened long ago. Of course, it doesn't really matter. It almost, whatever happened to get them here, almost doesn't matter at all at this point because they're almost completely rusted away as nature reclaims the land. I think that's what I was going for. I definitely was going for nature reclaiming. This is obviously an energy sword that is very much destroyed. I believe there is a shield over here. And we have a random leg, I believe. Yeah. Whew. Oh yeah, also we have ants. Just... well, I tried to make them ants. I don't know if they actually look that much like ants. Yeah, I just have ants scattered around. Yeah. Anyway, next we have sSusanos, who went, yeah. This is a lot. And it's really amazing. However, there is one noticeable problem. You'll notice I'm not really flying around it, I'm just going up and down. That is because this is a perspective build. If you turn the camera around over to this side, it don't look as good. It is definitely a build that you're not supposed to take the camera around and look around. I mean, look, she has a hole in her head. This, yeah, it's very nice, but you really can't take the camera around this one, unfortunately. There is quite a few nice little things, though, that you can look around them, though. Like these sunflowers. I think they're sunflowers. No, actually, I don't think they're sunflowers, looking at them closer. Huh. I don't know what flowers those are. But yeah, a lot of neat details. It's just a little unfortunate that this side didn't really get completed, but at the same time, I really understand this looks like a lot to have completed, and realistically, you gotta prioritize the parts people are supposed to be looking at. Anyway, next we have liolet, who made a nice pond with a river going down from it. A bunch of trees, I guess I should say a forest. Very nice. It looks like we have this nice little picnic area where people are playing, I'm not even gonna pretend like I can remember the name of that game right now. I know it, I just can't remember it. And we have a person playing with their pooch. Very cute little doggo. And yeah. Oh, we actually have a proper picnic over here. Oh, and that's a nice little detail. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I kind of figured it was all armor stands. But I sort of was curious if this was actually a head on the ground. No, it's all armor stands. Still really nice. It is really well done. Oh my word. Oh my word. That is commitment and a half to the armor stand magic. Making a slide. I mean, yeah, I know it's pretty easy. This just stairs next to each other, but my word. As someone who's made armor stand creations like that, I gotta say, this is commitment. Well done. Well done. Anyway, next up we have ThatGirlSarah. And I don't think they... Well, okay, I'm pretty sure they didn't finish their build. Case in point, this glass platform here. But also, I think these were meant to be fully fleshed out burnt trees. I think burnt? Maybe normal trees, actually. Well, the reason I say burnt trees is because, well, I mean, the biome is basalt delta, which has ash in the air. And then we obviously have a very gray palette scheme. It just feels like there was a fire that went through this area. And I just realized that this bunny, I believe, is supposed to represent nature coming through the area wherever it lands. Okay, yeah, that is what's going on. This forest was destroyed by a great fire, and nature is coming in to reclaim the land. Which, technically, yes, that is how it happens. Many forests actually rely on fires to properly thrive. Specifically, evergreen forests rely heavily on that. Most evergreen trees, their seeds won't actually come out of the cones until a fire happens. So, fire is actually an important part of nature. Yeah. So anyway, next we have spawn again, and I'm actually not gonna spend too much time here because I hate to do this, but this isn't the first time we've used this spawn. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is actually the third time we've used this spawn. The past couple times were for Easter builds. And of course, this build is by Jake, or Kita. Or sorry, Kitten now. Although, yeah, I kind of remembered, yeah, it's by Athena and Kitten. And, yeah. It is exactly the same as the past couple times that I checked it out. Still an amazing build. It still holds up. But nothing has changed. So, yeah. Anyway, next up we have Slushiececone's build. And, yeah, they went a bit above and beyond, as per usual. Going with Alice in Wonderland in a very lush, foresty area. The trees still haven't gotten their leaves back, so it is clearly early spring. Got some nice stepping stones, the rabbit, Alice herself, and the glass not loading properly. I don't know what it is about glass and not loading properly for me. Maybe this is a normal thing. Maybe it's just when you have too much glass, Minecraft just really does not like it. Actually, I think that might be the case. I don't think Minecraft likes processing all the glass. But yeah, there's quite a bit here. Oh, I found the pools of honey and secret holes underneath the map. I'm more than certain this is just the result of world edit. Yeah. Anyway, next up we have Brodeiiii, who made, I don't think they actually ended up finishing their build, whatever it was going to be. They did make a few holes, so they just look like craters. I'm not sure what they were going to make, but I am very curious, just based on this. There is a lot of ways this could have gone, but I guess we will never know. But yeah. Anyway, next up we have Zaba, who made this very nice looking deer. It's 4-point by the looks of it. Oh, wait. 5-point? possibly could have been a 6-pointer. I'm gonna say it's a 5-point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a 5-point. Though these little tufts here make me think that's probably a 6-pointer. Either way, very nice and detailed deer. We're gonna ignore that. Now it's actually not that detailed. And yeah. I mean, this is something that happens. I'm guessing Zaba did not finish though. Wonder why. It's almost, actually no, I think they got the deer pretty much done really early on. I guess they just were too busy. Because I remember seeing in the distance as it was being made. So, yeah. Well, no matter what had happened, it's unfortunate they didn't get to finish. Though, I will say, this deer alone is spectacular. It is an amazing organic build, I just gotta say. Anyway, next up we have xMais, who made some smoking bunny ears. I'm not sure why they're smoking, but they are. Oh, their houses. Oh, okay. I can't believe I didn't notice this until now. I am frankly ashamed I didn't notice this until now. That explains why there's smoke now. They're houses, so it's supposed to be heated. Well, now we have to look through every single house. See all the differences so far. They're all pretty nice, pretty standard houses. I mean, you got your beds, you've got your shelf with a single bush, and your computer. Oh, this one's fancy. It has 2 bushes. I guess also the lighting and the spores dumping onto the lighting. Very important. Alright. Just gotta get through and see every single house. And hope I don't miss any details. Another one with 2 and next to the bed? Man, this person's living life. Or sorry, this bunny. Again, another one with 2 next to the bed. Okay, I guess this is the high-end housing over here. Oh, another one. A lot of rich people over in this area. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh wait, did more? Wow, wow. There were more of those than I thought. Like that. I wasn't paying much attention. Alright. Anyway. So we have a xMais right here, saying words and things. You gotta be joking me, that's such a terrible pun. I am of course joking, I make far worse puns, Yeah, I just, as much as I make puns and like puns, I also deep down hate puns. it's a love-hate relationship. And yeah, so we have a basket with eggs, mice, and a bunny. And yeah. Anyway, next up we have hhsmarty, who has made a chopped tree on top of a massive island with flowers and mushrooms and a cave. Not much in the cave, but it's still nice to see. And yeah, it looks like that's about it. Oh, they left a hole there. Yeah. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, okay. Anyways, next up we have Lukasaurus trademark, who actually also went for a rusty thing being claimed by nature, but they went for an old iron golem rusting away as the village develops around them. At least they did their job. The village lives. Of course, we do have some nice housing. I'm actually going to go through some of the details. We have a person, some beds, bookshelves, a fridge, a sink, a chef working hard in the kitchen, and a small table and some chairs. In the next house over, we have, I think this is a librarian. We have more books. We have some things cooking and some research over here. So I'm pretty sure that's a librarian. We also have some dandelions out here. In the next house, there appears to be a simpler one, just a kitchen, some storage, a table and chair, and a bed. Yeah. In the next house over, again, it's even simpler. It's just a small kitchen area and a bed, but it has an upstairs with a bed and some art. Next house has some details outside. We have an outside eating area with an umbrella over it. A table and chairs with an umbrella. We have an outdoor little garden with some nice seating. I guess just the hanging vines are just probably more so decoration. Though, I don't know for sure. We have another little kitchen, a table and some chairs. A lot of books in this house. And upstairs we actually have a villager looking out the window. They have a very large bed. They clearly have not cleaned up after themselves. Can't relate. And yeah, I think that's everything. Also, gotta admire the poppy. And yeah, anyway, next up we have JustAthenaxD, who made a giant trampoline and people jumping on it. And if we just go under here, yes, the trampoline kinda does work. At least this middle ring does. So you can go ahead and jump on the trampoline. Oh, that's the zipper. Oh, I was trying to figure out what that structure was. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually been in a trampoline like this. For some reason, yeah, you know, they aren't usually designed with adults in mind. I'm pretty sure they do make ones that are strong enough for adults, but I'm also pretty sure that they're expensive. Really, really expensive. And actually, even the trampoline that I have used in the past, it was not ours. So, yeah. Anyway, next up, we have King of Cats, who made a nice, beautiful field of grass with some variety of color in it. I'm not 100% sure what it was. I think that it is not done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a build that didn't get done. I'm pretty sure this person joined really late and just did not have the time to get much of anything done, unfortunately. It does look like they're quite familiar with commands, though, judging by this overall design of land. So it would have been interesting to see what they had in mind. But anyway. Alright, in third place, we have Chibov with their amazing little, I can't remember cultures right now. Their amazing garden area. I know this is based on a specific culture, but I can't even remember my own culture right now. How can I be expected to remember anything? Anyway, yeah, so it's I don't know what else to add that I didn't say before. It's very nice. Anyway, in second place, we have sSusano, who made an amazing, like, awe-inspiring little perspective art piece here. It is just quite unfortunate that, yeah. Admittedly, again, I do fully understand. This probably took getting this design down perfectly probably took most of the time. It's just really, really, really next level. Anyways, and in first place we have Slushiecone, who made the Alice in Wonderland build. It is, again, really, really well done. We got a lot going on here, a lot of detail, and it is not overly, it's not overly detailed in a way that causes it to be too noisy. I'd say it's actually a pretty perfect build. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that does it for this build comp. We have gone through all the things, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye!